Stranger Things and the Montauk Project. You know what Stranger Things is, but what's the Montauk Project? Well, the Montauk Project is a very popular conspiracy theory about a lab, a government lab in Montauk, where they were supposedly doing experiments on little kids. And they were teaching them and they were reprogramming them. I mean, does that sound familiar? That's kind of like what happens to 11 and some of the other kids with the tattoos on their wrists, where they're turned into test subjects with mind powers. The Montauk Project was supposedly run by this guy named Preston Nichols. He was doing research on these kids, these little runaway boys, or turning them into Manchurian candidates. What the hell is a Manchurian candidate? That term comes from an early 60s movie with Frank Sinatra. That's fucking awesome. It's about turning somebody into an assassin, reprogramming them. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. It's a serious mindfuck. Anyway, the Montauk Project came to a crashing halt because a monster got turned loose and tore down a bunch of buildings and shit. And it's very unclear. I don't know what happened to the monster. Like, is the monster still running around? We don't know. And the Montauk Project was run by this guy named Preston Nichols. And he wrote a book about his experiences. Only in the book it says that it's a true story unless you don't want it to be, in which case it's a novel. Which is fucking weird. Anyway, the Duffer Brothers, the guys who created Stranger Things, were inspired by this story. Clearly, I mean, you can see elements from this story in Stranger Things. The kids with the mind control powers and shit. The original working title of Stranger Things was Montauk. I think it was supposed to be an anthology series, like The Twilight Zone. I could be wrong. I don't remember. But all this information that I'm telling you, it came from a video from a YouTube channel called The Y-Files, where this guy named AJ and a talking fish tell us about the paranormal. Just, credit where credit is due. It's a great channel. They got a ton of videos about spooky shit. So, go watch AJ and his friend. But the story is so convoluted that AJ, who's a good presenter, has trouble getting it across. For our purposes, just know that the Duffer Brothers were inspired by the Montauk Project. Montauk!